Hey guys, it's Kevin Kreider. I wanted to do this video log to update everybody on my vegan journey. It's been about a week since I started and I've had hiccups, and I wanted to share that yesterday I had cheese. I had pizza. It was a vegetarian pizza. I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I will say this, I didn't feel so great waking up. I ate it because, I do intermittent fasting as well, so when I was going out to dinner with some friends, the dinner was originally supposed to be 9:30, actually 9 p.m. and then it got delayed to 10 p.m. and then traffic and then getting our food. It wasn't until 11 p.m. that we had dinner, and I was hangry. I was frustrated as hell, and and then they ran out of the tofu, and then I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna have this freaking vegetarian cheese pizza, and I ate it. And so going with that, I spoke to other vegans, and the consensus was, do the best that you can, but maybe you might have to stick with eggs or some type of fish in the beginning for just a little bit. Others are saying, hey, why don't you try being vegan after you finish this trip, because it is a little bit easier in the USA to become vegan, which I found that it is. I thought there'd be way more options of protein-rich vegetables like tempeh, and the thing is, I read more about all these soy-based proteins, and I don't want to replace another bad thing for another bad thing, even if it is vegan. And I'm just struggling here, guys, a little bit, because my energy levels have been getting a little bit lower today, especially, and I know it's because of a lack of sleep. And I've been having to drink more caffeine because of that, and I'm gonna stop drinking so much caffeine today, do a little bit more of a detox with that. Somebody mentioned this too, and it's like a big realization to me, vitamin B12, that comes from meat. And if you get too deprived of it, you will go a little bit crazy in the head. And I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So that's another thing too. If I go on this longer than a month and not get enough vitamin B12, I'll probably need to get a vitamin B12 shot, which is what a lot of vegans do, and that's not something I want to do either. And then they keep saying supplement with protein powders, and I'm like, I was trying to do this so I can get off of supplements more, not have to do more just because I'm being vegan. But here's the thing, this is a self-experimental thing, and I'm sharing everything that's going on. So these are my frustrations and things that I'm going through, but also positive signs too at the same time, because like I noticed that, my skin was getting clear at one point. Yeah, I did feel good. I felt full still at one point, and now I'm getting hungrier again, but it's also too because I was just so low in calories. Now I think I'm just making up for it. I haven't weight trained at all since I've been here, and I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to my yoga today, checking out of the hotel, going to a different yoga place where I can take a lot of classes, and it's an unlimited amount of classes. They'll have breakfast, and let's just see what they have to offer, because maybe what I'll do is I'll try the intermittent fasting where I eat breakfast in the morning, and then my last meal's towards the early afternoon, like around 5 p.m. So it's like kind of like my grandfather, he eats dinner at 5 p.m. And that's just my frustrations with it, but at the same time, I'm still gonna keep doing it. It's only for 30 days. I might even try, like I said, I'm trying to strategize a little bit, and I do know that at times though, it's gonna be tough. I just know that. So maybe I'm just detoxing from it. I did notice some sweats from the detox as well. Like I never sweat underneath my armpit, but I was for some reason the other day. I'm just gonna deal with it and just keep moving on, doing the best I can, and sharing my experience with you guys and how it's going and where I've been messing up and what I need to do better of. So this I do know for sure. If you're planning on going vegan, try not to do it while you travel for international for a long period of time or for a vacation, because it is extremely and probably unnecessarily difficult and challenging. All right, bon appetit. So I found a place that'll actually do double quinoa, and I realized, you kind of just gotta ask for what you want. I got some hummus with some bread, and finally I feel like this is gonna fill me up a little bit, but it's still pretty low calories when you really look at all of this. Probably less than, it's probably 600 calories when you really look at it with all the dressing and stuff. So I am going to try to fill up. I'm going to my yoga place, the place where I'm going to do yoga for the next 20 some days with meditation, and they're going to feed me a vegan, vegetarian breakfast, which I'm kind of looking forward to. And I finally went to, do you call this a street vendor?
Yeah.
Okay, a street vendor.
Warung, yeah.
It's what?
Yeah, it's called warung.
Warung. What's that mean?
Warung. It's a small restaurant.
Oh, so
something like that.
I headed into a warung. And what's your name?
Edwin.
Edwin. And this is the least place I expected to have an amazing, great conversation with a local, right?
Yeah, I'm local.
With a local, and finally I found tofu with rice, and it literally only cost 8,000 rupee, which is less than $1. It's like a half a dollar, it's 50 cents. I should have been coming here the whole time. Instead I'm going to these restaurants that are just raping me with their prices, right? It just seemed, and this was good, this was tasty, I like it. I feel such a sense of relief that there's locals here who I can have a great conversation with, and we can learn different languages. I mean, you're teaching me some languages though. Okay. You're teaching me words.
Yeah, sure.
And just having some great food, and I never thought I'd find it at a local restaurant. It's crazy. The Econo Lounge for the first time, and it's really cool. There's a beach back there. It's really raining today, but it's just a bunch of people coming together and just doing yoga and stuff. And it's like its own little community here. I mean, you got like food places, you have like a chill, you just do whatever you want here. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know why I've thought of this, but it's like Never Land. What's really cool, I want to swing on that later, is that you get to go to whatever yoga class and it's unlimited, and there's a beach. Like I said, all the food is vegan. And I was just talking to my bunkmate, because I'm staying in a room with 3 other people, that I was having a hard time staying vegan, but it's so easy, she said, here, because all the food's vegan. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. It's when you think you're about to like give up on being vegan, it just kind of, you get sent to a place that's vegan, and I found it much easier to be here right now. I don't think I would have been able to do vegan all the time. I was even talking to somebody how I was debating on doing, like having fish at least once a week. I'm gonna go a little bit slow today. I'm not gonna rush into it with these yoga classes. I was just talking to somebody and he was like, I used to take 2 classes, 3 classes a day. And I was like, holy cow, what'd that look like? He's like, yoga, eat, and this is the first class I'm gonna do. It's gonna be more of a tantra meditation. I know that sounds a little kinkier than it really is. It's just a straight meditation, it seems like. Going to my first meditation. I'm a little scared. I don't know what to expect. Oh shit, it's a big ass room. I guess it's really not that bad actually. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I finally found a place that I didn't feel hopeless being vegan. I had hemp for the first time ever, and it was delicious, and it was so good, and it was vegan friendly. And then I went across the street and had my first vegan pie. It was blueberry with gluten-free crust, and I just felt so good, and I felt like I can do this for the month. So I'm finally getting that support from Bali that I thought I would get from the beginning, but I just had to come here, and I'm a lot more hopeful, and I feel really good now. 3 things that I learned today is that it was actually from the mantra meditation, which is that there's this little dance. The mantra meditation, it's not a little dance, was chanting, then there was the actual meditation, and then giving of a flower. That was pretty cool. I learned that today. I also learned that Canggu Beach is actually not the prettiest beach, it just has big waves. The other one is that tempeh is delicious, especially if it's made right. The 3 things I wish I would have done better, is not sit at that cafe for so long and look at and upload YouTube videos, not just look at YouTube videos, but upload them. The other thing would be that I came to Econo Lounge a little bit earlier, so I could have taken a yoga class today. And the third one was staying engaged with the whole mantra meditation. For some reason I thought it was only 30 minutes, but it was a 90-minute class, and as 20 minutes was going by, I was becoming a little bit impatient. And look, I didn't know. I thought I did, but I was wrong. I just wish I would have stayed more engaged because it was really interesting stuff that this guy was teaching about meditation and everything. Hope you guys found that valuable. That's just something that I wanted to share with you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do know that I will be doing more of these videos while I'm here in Bali, so it'll just show that you guys really like to see this, and maybe I'll do more of this in the future, just go to destinations and do more vlogs and stuff. That's just a thought. But let me know if you like this, comment, leave a comment saying you do, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.